Last night, we brought you a story of a Seattle area school that canceled Halloween because it's racist. Good news, though, we're sending all of those kids candy, courtesy of Fox. You're welcome. The good stuff, too, like the big Kit Kats. But now it looks like we're going to have to send a tasty care package to another town, East Lansing, Michigan, where we just learned about a half dozen schools there have canceled Halloween, Valentine's Day, and are considering canceling Christmas, too. A group of principals in the town explained this. Along with the fun of Halloween parties and parades, we also have students whose families do not celebrate or feel comfortable with their children participating in festivities. The letter also claimed Valentine's Day celebrations must be canceled because they can cause, quote, classroom drama and teasing. Joining me now, fellow foot soldier in the war on Christmas, Matt Walsh, host of the Matt Walsh Show. Matt, life is drama. And I think maybe some grade school kids could maybe use a little drama so they don't, go to high school and have their face melt off. It's okay to have a little drama in elementary school. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I'd say so. Although I have to admit, I don't mean to be a traitor here, but as far as the war, I'm actually a member of the war on Valentine's Day. I'm okay with that one because that's a holiday invented by greeting card companies anyway. But the other ones, not so much. And you would think anyway with Halloween that you'd think especially in this environment, the left would embrace Halloween all the more because a lot of the kids are wearing masks as part of the costume, so they'd be fine with that. But what you see here is it's this idea that we have to be inclusive, but every time we hear about inclusiveness, we're getting rid of things. Rather than actually including things, we're including people in celebrations. We're just erasing them, erasing the things that people enjoy doing. And that's the way it always works with politically correct culture and with inclusiveness. It's always a negation of something.
And when you're in that age group, one of the most exciting things is wearing your costume to school and eating candy in school. It bonds you to the other students. It bonds you to the teachers even. And then Christmas, people get into the spirit. They draw a little reindeer. It's exciting. And I know you're anti-Valentine's Day, but when some girl gives you a little candy heart, Matt, I mean, it could really melt your heart. That's important.
Maybe, I probably, I never got the candy hearts in school, so that's probably why I hold a grudge against Valentine's Day. But look, they also say, hey, we can't have this holiday because some people don't celebrate it right, and that's. Well, when you get out into the world, people are doing things and celebrating things that maybe you're not a part of. Isn't this also where tolerance comes into play? Maybe you need to learn to be tolerant of these celebrations that you're not a part of. I don't know. That's a possibility.
It's all now about worrying about one kid that might have an uncomfortable emotion because he doesn't like his particular costume. And we don't want to have any kid feel an uncomfortable emotion because we have to protect these people because uncomfortable emotions might kill them. And that is what's wrong with this country, protecting kids from uncomfortable emotions. How about a little resilience, right?
Yeah.
A little resilience could help you succeed in life.
Especially when you've got one person, this is the way it always works now, one person's uncomfortable, 99 people are comfortable, but we got to get rid of the thing that 99 people like for the sake of one. And that's not how the actual world works. I know the left wants to make the world work that way, but it can't, and it never actually will. So you're not preparing kids to live in the real world.
All right. And last night, I don't know if you saw the show, but we told you about Liz Warren's new children's book called Pinky Promises. Well, today we read it so you and your kids don't have to, and it's about a little girl named Polly who keeps being told she can't do things because she's just a little girl. But then, Matt, she meets the failed presidential candidate and fake Indian Liz Warren, and her whole life changes for the better. Matt, could you imagine if Donald Trump wrote a children's book about a struggling young man who life turned around when they met Donald Trump?
It's incredibly self-serving. I'm also, my favorite kid's book growing up, one of my favorites was called The Indian in the Cupboard. And so there was, she missed an opportunity here to expand on that series, I guess. Also, yes. I always have to bring this up. Anytime we get this girl power stuff from the left and from anyone like Elizabeth Warren, well, you're saying this is all about empowering girls. The question I would like to ask Elizabeth Warren is, what is a girl? Can you even tell us right now? Can you define what that is? Because I don't think you can. And that's a follow-up question I'd like for someone to ask.
That's true. She's too gender binary, and shame on her. She should know better. Matt Walsh from the Matt Walsh Show, thank you so much. Bye.